Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Creation Myths. This is going to be a quick one. I just want to point out something really important from Dr. Nathaniel Jeanson, Harvard PhD at Answers in Genesis, something that he said in a recent interview on Standing for Truth. I'm going to play this short clip and then we're going to talk about it because this wasn't a big kind of part of this interview. And I don't want it to scoot by. I want people to notice this thing that Jeanson said. So take a look, and then we're going to talk about it.
Which, by the way, as a side note, just to update my views, because this is a significant revision in replacing Darwin, I talk about there being three major groups which seem to correspond to the sons of Noah. It's a valid hypothesis. It was a good working model to explore. I've since rejected it based on these new discoveries. And it still fits, I think, very clearly the flood account and such. The details will get technical, better explained with diagrams. But anyway, creationists change their minds too, because these are working models that we update and test with time.
So just to be clear, I think he misspoke there, saying Noah's sons as opposed to Noah's sons' wives, because all of the stuff, I just went back and checked before I recorded this in replacing Darwin, and all of the stuff on this topic in there has to do with the mitochondrial DNA. So like this figure, for example, this is mitochondrial rather than Y chromosome. So I think he meant to say Noah's sons' wives, but he's also done stuff with the Y chromosome, like in traced. So I think it applies either way, but I just want to make that clear that specifically with replacing Darwin, we're talking about mitochondria rather than Y chromosome, to be clear. Okay, so what is he talking about and why does it matter? Why should anybody care about that little snippet from this interview? The background is this. For years, creationists, the professionals, and the amateurs have taken this phylogenetic tree. This is from a 2016 fake paper authored by Nathaniel Jeanson in the fake journal Answers Research Journal, the Answers in Genesis in-house fake journal. And they've used this paper to claim that those three nodes in the middle, the ones with the green arrows, those are the telltale sign of Noah's family after the flood. Okay, this is mitochondrial DNA, but they do a similar thing with Y chromosomes and Noah's sons. Jeanson wrote this about this specific figure, which is in the thing that he wrote, the fake paper that he wrote. He said, quote, "Going back to the time of the flood, modern ethnic groups would have all traced their maternal ancestry back to the three wives of Noah's sons. Consistent with this historical record, three major nodes were visible in the human mtDNA trees." So again, this tree was built using the human mitochondrial DNA sequences, but some creationists, including Jeanson, have done similar things with the Y chromosome. In either case, they make this tree and they point to the central branch points and say, see, those three nodes in the middle represent Noah's sons' wives for mitochondrial DNA, or Noah's three sons for the Y chromosome. And for years, I and others have pointed out that that isn't how phylogenetics works. Like, this is just a basic error in interpreting what a phylogenetic tree means. There's no way to take this unrooted tree and interpret it as showing three coexisting individuals and then their descendants. In order to determine the relationship among what those nodes represent, you would have to root the tree, which means you'd have to pick an evolutionary direction and decide which part of the tree represents deeper in the past and which part of the tree represents closer to the present. And when you do that, no matter where you place the root, you will always find that those three central nodes represent ancestor-descendant relationships, not three coexisting individuals. The explanation for why this is the case is in this video, which I've linked down below. This video is from all the way in 2020, so like people have been making this argument for a long time. Now, the other bigger problem here is that nodes and branches on a phylogenetic tree represent populations, not individuals, but creationists are constantly conflating pedigrees and phylogenies, but that's not what we're focusing on here, but that's another problem. The thing we are focusing on here is that, I'm making this video in March of 2026, right? Jeanson, that figure I showed you a minute ago, that's from 2016. So 10 years after Jeanson published that initial fake paper, he has apparently conceded that it's wrong. And those nodes don't represent the arc family. This is, notable. It isn't every day a professional creationist, from Answers in Genesis, no less, the maximalist, our interpretation is perfect and we're never wrong about anything group, admits that they were wrong. I've got pigs flying from branch to branch, Satan is ice skating, and Dr. Nathaniel Jeanson, of all people, has admitted that he was wrong. Wonders never cease. That's where we're going to leave this one. I just want to make sure everybody caught that admission. So anytime creationists throw out the 3 branches in the mitochondrial tree represent Noah's sons, wives thing, you can just say, hey, the guy who came up with that, he doesn't even believe it anymore. And that's the end of that argument. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here. Before you go, please remember to do the algorithm-friendly things. Hit one of the buttons down below, leave a comment, share this video with your creationist friends, and as always, don't get fooled.